2020 has been a year we all most likely will remember. With the global pandemic emerging out of the blue, life got challenged in every thinkable aspect. Maybe the least prepared we were for living in social isolation and the different forms of suffering that came with restricted human contact. But what if there were ways you could make use of the situation and even thrive in times of being lonely? In this video, I will share with you 3 daily routines that help me not only to deal with loneliness, but even embracing it. It was the year we got asked to keep distance from each other and stay away from colleagues, friends, and even family. How important are social contacts or other people in our lives? It was something so natural that there was no reason for it to be not taken for granted, until it was taken away from us. We got to realize that we are, indeed, social beings. How strange it might seem to many that some people choose to be by themselves and even thrive. But have they perhaps even had an advantage this year? More and more people seem to start noticing how peaceful they find solitude to be, and even start craving the joy of solitude themselves. In times of crisis, most of us withdraw ourselves from social contacts, or at least restrict them. For me, this wasn't any different. Life asked me to reflect, take time to observe what was going on inside of me, and be by myself whenever possible. Not a very enjoyable process at times. In fact, I often felt lonely. But today I feel it was worth learning how to be by myself and happy. I remember someone once saying, "If you are lonely when you are alone, you are in bad company." Dealing with loneliness can truly change our perspective on spending time alone and help develop a nourishing balance between being social and being all by ourselves. Here are 3 simple but useful habits that have helped me going from being lonely to thriving by myself. I treasure the mornings. When was the last time you started your day full of expectations? Like with the eyes of a child, an adventurer. Isn't it easy to jump straight into our daily routines, picking up on the stories we were telling yesterday, as opposed to creating that space for change? I have not always been a morning person, but then I realized starting the day when everything else seems still asleep has something magical to it. In fact, you begin to notice that life is not at all asleep. I love opening my window and listening to the birds in the morning. Noises that seem to get lost among the distractions of the day. Are we never alone, I sometimes wonder? Or are we alone always? I connect to my body. Do you also tend to get stuck in your head at times? Some thoughts seemingly want to take over our mind, as if they have their own lives. Soak in thoughts of being lonely. They come and go, leading to similar thoughts, and eventually a whole story gets created. But actually, how much of my thoughts am I? And what does really happen when I shift focus to my breathing? After all, there's a lot more going on in our bodies that we can connect to and build a relationship with. Shifting the focus away from thoughts that don't serve me, I check in with my body at different times throughout the day, either with a workout at the gym, a walk in nature or just around the block, some gentle yoga, or meditating. I do things that feel good every day. Sounds natural and simple, yet it is something most people seem to struggle with. We became so good at making time for others while putting ourselves last. No pain without gain, isn't that what they say? Treating ourselves feels like something we've learned to automatically push ahead of us, to some time in the future. What about now? Like a walk at lunch break, or making ourselves a delicious dinner, a hot shower, or listening to music. It requires so little, but isn't it those details that can make our day? Of course, it is beautiful to share moments with others, but maybe there are times to connect with ourselves too, and explore how much of a great company you can be to yourself. Please give us a like and make sure to click that subscribe button to discover more of our content.